Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Q&A, and I have been promising you guys a Q&A for quite some time. So I asked you guys if you had any questions for me on Instagram, and you did. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first question is from More Style, More Beauty, and it says, will you ever start blogging again, or do I need to let that wish go? I know you explained why you kind of stopped, but I'm here hoping and praying that you start again. I've thought about it so many times, but blogging to me takes so much time, and it takes another person, and it's just hard to find someone who I can depend on to take the quality of pictures that I want, along with my actual work schedule plus my YouTube schedule. So I don't know, I want to, but when I do come back, I want it to be elevated, like the glow up will be real. So I don't want to come back in half step. So don't stop wishing just yet. I may come back sooner than you think. The next question is from Darling It's Cece, and it says, what do you do for a living, and who are your style inspirations, and how do you stay confident in a pick-apart world? Well, I am in finance for a healthcare company. So basically I work for a healthcare company that provides software products to all facilities all over the world, and I am in the finance department. The next question was, who are your style inspirations? And honestly, they change just depending on my mood, or I pull different things from different people. But right now, Instagram is my style inspiration. I follow a ton of fashion girls on Instagram, and I just pull inspiration here and there. The older I've gotten, the more lax I am in the way that I dress, and so I just kind of do my own thing. But I definitely love to look at different people on Instagram, you know, for their fashion sense, and just to kind of pull a little bit of inspiration from them. As far as celebrities go, Kim Kardashian, I like her sometimes, depending on, you know, what she has on. Yeah, that's all I can really think of right now, to be honest with you. And how do I stay confident in the pick-apart world? Well, honestly, confidence comes in time. I honestly feel like I've naturally been confident a lot of my life. Now, I have had people, you know, kind of say things to me that make me feel like I'm not as confident sometimes. And I just pray my way through it, to be honest with you. I have like a two-sided personality. On one hand, I'm like, these are strangers. I absolutely do not care what they think. And then on the other side, it's kind of like that thing of, you just want people to see you for who you really are. So when someone says something negative about me, I'm just like, well, what am I giving off to make you feel that way? And not all the time you are giving off something bad, but sometimes you are. So I feel like it's really important to find that balance, to make sure that, you know, you are self-evaluating, and also just not allowing haters to get in your mind. But it comes with prayer. I believe in Jesus, and I talk to him every single day. So when I'm feeling down, or when I feel less confident, I pull my strength from him, to be honest with you. But it is a tough thing. It is very difficult when you are in the public eye, or on YouTube, or on Instagram, or whatever, because people don't know you, and then they kind of just see a picture and they feel like they can say any and everything that they want to, and sometimes it may hit you. You know, you may feel that a little bit. So I think it's important to self-evaluate, to make sure that you are giving off the energy that you want to project, and also you know, just kind of dust off those haters, because there'll always be one. The next question is, will you be interested in vlogging? And this is from I Am Erica Chanel. Vlogging, I tried. You guys saw my epic fail of a vlog, and I love watching vlogs, but honestly, I just feel like my life is just not that important, or not that interesting. So it's difficult for me, and I honestly don't do a lot of stuff. And it kind of scares me sometimes, because, you know, it's one thing to sit in front of a camera and talk about like things, but when you just video your life, there's some crazy people out there, and I just don't want anybody, you know, trying to get in my real personal space. I don't know, it just kind of freaks me out a little bit when I think about just putting so much of my life out there. But I absolutely love vlogging. I love watching vlogs, and I would consider it. I have considered it, but I feel like I would need to do more. So I probably wouldn't be an everyday vlogger, but maybe like a travel vlogger or something like that, or just vlogging things when I'm actually doing something. So the next question is from Call Me Phoenix 1, and it says, what are your must-have items when traveling? When I travel, I absolutely have to have everything, and that's the problem. I am a person that I do not like to feel out of my element. So when I travel, I always overpack because I feel like I want to take my home with me. So as far as like all my facial products, all of my makeup, I want to take all of my clothes because I'm not a person that picks out clothes. When I get up in the morning or when I'm ready to go somewhere, I just pull, you know what I mean? I don't know how to lay out stuff, and that's difficult for me. So I always just overpack. So everything is an essential, but mainly I guess if I'm going somewhere in the summertime or something like that, I have to have, you know, my sunscreen, I have to have my makeup, a neck pillow if I'm on a plane because I like sleeping on planes. What else? Oh, definitely, what is it? Hand sanitizer, because you're touching all this stuff and you have to make sure that your hands are sanitized and wipe down those seats and stuff like that, because you know, it's a lot of people on those planes and traveling, and germs are running rampant. So that's one of my must-have things if I have to pick one. The next question is from AJ_2, and it says, how have you been enjoying your Alma BB, and what's your next must-have bag? I have loved my Alma BB. I've worn it ever since I put that video up. I haven't really changed my bag unless I was going out, you know, like on the town or something, and I don't want to be so careful with a handbag, so I'll take like a little clutch or something like that. But I absolutely love it. I think it was an amazing purchase, and I think I will switch my bag up come summertime, because to me it leans more for a fall winter bag. Of course you can wear it whenever you want, but for me, I think it's more of a fall winter bag. So my next bag that I really want a black crossbody, and I used to have a vintage Chanel, but it got ruined, so I really am thinking about maybe like a Gucci crossbody or maybe another Chanel crossbody, but I haven't seen any recent Chanel crossbodies that I love. But there are some vintage ones that I've been having my eye on. So maybe a Gucci bag or a Chanel bag. The next question is from K_Monique, and it says, at what age point in your life did you start to become comfortable and confident with who you are? I would say when I was about 19 or 20, probably 19. I don't know what happened necessarily, but that's when I would say I became woke, right? And so woke meaning just aware of my blackness, aware of my heritage, aware of who I was, and that gave me confidence. I was just very into just bettering myself, and I went through kind of like a lot of things leading up to that point, and it just came to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm a special person, I'm rare, and if people can't see that, then that's their problem, because I know what I bring to the table and I'm very confident in that. So I'm not necessarily, I don't pull my confidence from outer appearance all the time. I pull my confidence from things that I can offer, and that's my intellect, my generosity, and many other things that, you know, my personality encompasses. So when you're confident, that doesn't always mean that you just think that you're the bomb and you look the bomb. It comes from within. And also, like I said before, I am faith-based, so I pull my confidence from Christ. And I think that's really important, because once I kind of lose touch with Christ, I start to feel a little bit shaky on myself. And so making sure that I have that connection with God, it just helps me to stay assured and confident. So that would be when I would say I, you know, gained my confidence the most, at around age 19. The next question is from Ara Salis. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It says, when did you realize it was time to leave your bad relationship? Oh, that's a difficult one. Difficult or not. I feel like there are always signs, and I'm hard on people. So I always have a struggle with keeping a balance and making sure that I'm not being too hard on someone, and also making sure that I am seeing the signs, because there were plenty of signs in my last relationship that just things that I didn't like. Didn't mean that they were wrong, but I didn't like those things. And I knew that I wasn't going to be happy if those things continued. And they did. And so that was my fault for kind of sticking around. Now, after 3 years of being into a relationship, of course, there were great times. And then there came a point where some bad things happened. And I realized after those things continued to happen, and there was no remorse behind the actions, it was time to go. That doesn't mean I left though. I was honestly kind of selfish in leaving my last relationship. I waited until I wrung the rag out of that thing. I had to make sure that my heart was ready to let go. And mentally, I had been gone, you know what I mean? But my heart was still kind of in it, and I didn't want to feel that pain. So I just waited it out, hoping for the best, but in the back of my head, not really giving it a full chance. And we just weren't meant to be honest with you. At least at that time. I don't know what the future holds, but I don't feel like we were meant to be. And it just came a point to where I started to resent the person. And it just got worse and worse and worse on my end. Like I just couldn't see past some of the things that were done. So that's when I said, you know what? It's time to get out of here. And it was just a very small spat towards the end of the relationship. And that's all it took for me to just say, you know what? I'm done. I never answered the phone again. And that was how it went. The next question is from Mrs. Janae, and it says, my question is, can you share what you do mentally and physically that helps you overcome obstacles in life, personally and in the workplace? I know we all are a work in progress, but I'm receiving any positive feedback I can to make 2017 great testimony. Overcoming obstacles in my personal life, I kind of just pray about it. And I'm a mover, I'm a fixer. So I kind of just try to put the stuff behind me. I like to move past things kind of fast, even though I want to get the lesson, but at the same time, I don't like to feel that pain. So I pray about it and I let it go, because I have to allow God to fix it. You know, I have to do the work, but I have to allow God to come in and really fix it for me and just heal my mind, heal my heart, you know, renew me. So I kind of leave it in his hands, but at the same time, I keep myself, you know, I just make sure that I'm constantly evolving. And that's what I do. You know, I always self-evaluate. If I feel like I'm projecting something that I don't want to project, I have to check myself. And I think that that's very important. You have to always check yourself and always evaluate self, because everybody isn't lying. You know, if they say something negative about you or something like that, everyone isn't necessarily lying. So you have to make sure that you are projecting exactly who you are and who you want to project, and become that person, you know, that positive person. But yeah, to stay positive is really all in my faith, you know what I mean? And sometimes, yes, I definitely feel, or I feel like I'm being negative about certain things, but again, I have to check myself and say, how can I be negative if God is for me? Who can be against me? So nothing lasts forever. No storm lasts forever. You will come out of the darkness. There will be light at the end of the tunnel always. So that is how I keep hope and stay positive about, you know, just overcoming things. In the workplace, I don't really have that issue. I'm able to kind of stay to myself because I have my own space. But I would say, you know, the same thing. Pray about it and just stay positive. Always kill people with kindness. And if there's something that's really going on, you need to go and talk to someone. But if it's just something like that, you feel like maybe you're not, evolving as fast as you may want to. Just stay positive, pray on it, and anything that's for you will be for you, and it will come in God's timing. The next question is from Style for Curves. Hey girl. So it says, what places have you visited that you recommend, and what are the best hotels you've stayed in? Now honestly, I haven't gone a lot of places. Now for my 30th birthday, I really do want to go to Paris. I really want to go to Paris or the UK. But as far as places that I've been, I always base like an amazing place on a place where I feel like I can live. And the two places that I've been to where I feel like I could live is Houston, Texas, and LA, to be honest. And I never thought that I would think that I could live in LA, because I'm not an LA girl. But I really love the vibe, and I really enjoyed the weather there. And Houston just felt like home as soon as I went there. So those are the two places that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed DC as well, but I don't see myself living there. Chicago I enjoy, but it's way too cold and way too windy. But yeah, and some of the best hotels, I mean, they've been chain hotels, and it's been like the West End, Mandalay Bay, or you know, places like that. I haven't stayed in any exclusive hotels, but I would like to. So the next question is from TTYL143_, and it says, how do you build a wardrobe, and what are the essentials to have? When building a wardrobe, I always say start with the basics and think of it like a capsule wardrobe when you're building. So anything that's going to be timeless, things that you can wear multiple times in multiple ways, they are essentials. Blazers, jackets, jeans, plain shirts, you know, like if it's a v-neck or crew neck or whatever have you, black, white, nude, those type of things. I say stay away from the large prints and vibrant things, because, you know, after a while those things kind of go out of style. Yes, they come back, but essential pieces should be your basic pieces that can interchange and mix and match with everything in your wardrobe. The next question is from Kale003, and she says, are you actively pursuing losing weight? And if I'm honest, the answer is no. I've had a trainer, and you know, I've eaten okay for like a couple weeks, and then I fall off, but I'm not as strict as I was when I first started my weight loss journey. So no, I'm not actively losing weight, because I know I'm not putting 100% into it. But I do plan on doing a fast soon, and I hope that jump starts my weight loss journey again. So if I do that, I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. But no, I'm not actively trying to lose weight right now, because I'm not giving it my 100%. Sorry guys, my camera died. So let's finish this up. The next question is from Willow, and it says, might be kind of random, but any recommendations on denim brands? I'm overhauling my wardrobe, and I'm struggling to find reviews I really trust. Yeah, actually, it depends on your size. I like Page Denim for higher end brand. If you're looking for a higher end denim, they are $100 plus, but you can get them on sale at Nordstrom Rack, and they are $79, I believe, and they go up to a size 32. Lower end of the spectrum, I really like American Eagle jeans, because they have short, regular, and tall, and I am short, and I always need like a short inseam, so I can always trust them, you know, to have my length in jeans. Old Navy, I've steered away from them a bit, because I just feel like their jeans are really flimsy in comparison to other brands. And I've heard great things about PacSun, and they're really stretchy jeans. Now, I'm not sure what size they go to or how much they cost, but I've heard a lot of people say that they have really nice jeans. And also Fashion Nova, if you're really hippie or if you have like a larger butt, they have really stretchy jeans, and they're high-waisted, a lot of them. So that may be an option as well. The next question is from Ju I can't even pronounce your name, hon. I'm not going to even botch it up like that. But the question is, what's a favorite childhood memory of yours? What would you say is your biggest fear or insecurity? What are you most proud of? What did you want to be when you grew up? And looking forward to the video. Well, thanks so much. My favorite childhood memory would have to be going to Las Vegas. We stayed in some hotel. I can't remember the name, but it had like an amusement park in there, and it was just awesome. And I bought this hat. Well, my mom bought me this hat. So it was like a baseball cap, and it had a fake braid hanging onto it. I love that hat so much. But yeah, I really enjoyed that when I was younger. That's like something that really sticks out. A lot of our trips stick out to me. Like, I really enjoy traveling, and I still do. So that's one of my favorite childhood memories. Your other question was, what would I say my biggest fear or insecurity is? Well, my fear is living a life of no accomplishments, to be honest. Like, looking back, asking myself, what have you done? That is like a huge fear of mine. And it overwhelms me, because it's like I want to do so much, and then I get overwhelmed and I end up doing nothing, kind of. And a lot of people tell me, you know, you're doing well and you do this and you do that. But for me, I just feel like I haven't accomplished nearly as many things as I would like to. And yeah, that's one of my biggest fears. Also, if we're just talking about actual fears, it's heights. I'm terrified of heights. And I don't know if it's because I'm short or what, but I'm so afraid of heights. Like, if I'm going up bleachers or steps, like in a stadium or something like that, my knees literally get weak and they lock up, and I can't even like move after a point. So I'm really scared of heights. One of my insecurities would have to be my midsection. You guys know, well, even before I lost weight, I had a large midsection, and when I lost weight, it is still not small, and it just doesn't look good. So I would like, if I am able to achieve my goal of like the weight loss that I want, I would like to get a tummy tuck. And I feel like, you know, I would feel so much better about my appearance and clothing and just my appearance, period. But that's one of my like physical insecurities. And yeah, I would say that is the biggest one. So the next question you had was, what am I most proud of? And I'm proud of just the woman who I've become, honestly. I feel like I've not had a bad life at all. I've been blessed my entire life. But I've had just things that try to knock me down, and I just keep overcoming and keep overcoming, and I'm very proud of that. I'm a very strong-willed person, and I owe it to God and my family. So I'm just really proud of the woman who I've become, and I just hope to continue to better myself. And also I'm proud to be able to, like I told you guys before, self-evaluate. A lot of people don't do that. They allow someone else to kind of come in and shake them up. And it's kind of like, you have to be able to look within yourself and make adjustments. And if you're not, you're always going to flow with the wind. So anytime someone says something negative about you or positive, you're going to react in that way. So if someone says something negative, you're down. If someone says something positive, you're up. And you have to be up on your own. And you have to, you know, switch up things that you don't like about yourself on your own, not just when someone else says something to you. So I'm pretty proud about, you know, me being able to self-reflect and change things that I don't like. And your other question was, what did I want to be when I grew up? Now, when I was younger, and I believe I was in like the 2nd grade, I decided that I wanted to be a lawyer. And I honestly wanted to be that for quite some time, up until kind of college. And I still could, but I just don't find myself wanting to do that. But I really thought that I would be a lawyer. Like, I thought that that would be my profession. But now that I'm older and I realize what they do, I'm not interested in that life. The next person asked, well, her name is So Hypnotic, and she says, where do you see yourself in 5 years, creatively as well as career-wise? I hate these questions, I have to say. I hate these questions. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I would like to be an entrepreneur. I would like to have a family. I would like to own my own home. yeah, those are the things that I would like. As far as creatively, that would go into me being an entrepreneur. It's always going to be like a creative outlet for me. So it's not going to be like, you know, a business where, you know, I'm selling light bulbs or something like that. It's always going to include probably fashion and beauty of some sort. But that's where I would like to see myself in 5 years. What does the future hold? I have no idea. And I don't know what God has for me, because I would have not imagined my life to be what it is, and it is, you know what I mean? So I really want God to use me. I want to be a vessel, and whatever he has for me, I want to embrace that, and I want to do it to the best of my ability. So that's really what I would like. I want whatever God has for me. The next question is from Island Melanin. Hey girl. And it says, would you ever consider doing meet and greets? You probably can hear my dog in the background. I'm so sorry for that. But yes, I have done a meet and greet before. I partnered up with another YouTuber at the time, and we did a meet and greet in New York. Would I do one now? Maybe, if people would be interested in meeting me. I'm not sure. I don't have like a huge following to where I feel like a lot of people would come out. And I feel like even people that have like these huge followings, they don't get nearly as many people, you know, to come out, because it's like in this, you have followings from all over the world, and then you're having a meet and greet in one area. So I'm not opposed to it, but that's not on my radar right now. The next question is, I know Beyonce is your favorite female artist, but is there any other celeb or celebs who you appreciate for their craft? Absolutely. Like Beyonce, I love Beyonce. I think she's an amazing entertainer, but she's not the best at everything, you know what I mean? And so I absolutely love Erykah Badu. I love Chrisette Michele. I love Andre 3000. I love Jasmine Sullivan. I love a lot of people. I love Taraji P. Henson as far as actresses are concerned. I love Tracee Ellis Ross. I love Jennifer Lewis. Yeah, so I love a lot of different people, not just Beyonce, but yes, Beyonce is one of the most popular, and she is good at a lot of different things, and she just gives a really nice package, you know what I mean? So that's why we hear so much about her, but I love a lot of different people. The next question that you had is something you would like to try, food or activity in this new year. Honestly, yes. So I've never done a fast, and I'm going to do a fast in 2017, a spiritual fast. And I'm really excited, and I'm nervous at the same time, because I don't know what to expect. I don't know what I'm gonna learn from it, and I'm afraid a little bit of that. So it's exciting and it's scary, but I definitely want to do a fast in 2017. Foods that I want to try. What food do I want to try in 2017? I'm a picky eater. But I did try sushi recently, and I fell in love. But that was in 2016. I can't think of anything that I would want to try in 2017. I've never had curry, so maybe try that. I don't know. I hear so much about curry, but I know it's a million different kinds out there, but maybe I'll try curry or something. I don't know. Nothing really on my radar right now though. So the next question is from Far From Ordinary, and it says, how did you kick the cravings and discipline yourself to stay on track with the weight loss? I keep saying this, and I know we all look for that one thing that's going to click and say, you know what, that's the ticket to losing weight. We all do that, and you can't. And I was that person, so I'm not judging when I'm answering this, but honestly, when you commit yourself and when you are motivated, it doesn't even matter. Like, and I didn't realize this until I got to that point. I thought I was motivated other times, but that one time when I really committed myself to losing this weight, and when I lost that 100 pounds, cravings, I crave things, and I may, like I said, indulge a little bit, but my goal was so much more important than a potato chip, than a soda at the time. Like, I was just so motivated, and it was just like the success tasted so much better than any food that I could have eaten at that time. So it's really the mindset, I will say. That's how I was able to kick the cravings and the you know, the bad habits. I just didn't do it, and I made sure that I ate on a schedule. I ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which I didn't do before, and so I wasn't hungry, and I had to evaluate, are you hungry or do you just want to taste something? That's very important, because I do that now. Like, sometimes I'm not hungry, but I just want a taste of something. And you can't do that. Like, that's just extra calories if you're not hungry. You've already eaten your breakfast. You've already eaten your lunch. You've already eaten your dinner. You don't need anything else. You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of did it. It was really just me saying, I'm going to lose this weight. I'm determined, and nothing is going to stop me. You had another question, and it says, how was your first week working out? If you did you feel defeated, and what did you do in the beginning? Yes, I never really worked out. I used to be a cheerleader, so we would do, you know, exercises then, and I was in show choir, and we would do exercises for that. But as far as like being an athlete, I was not that type of person, you know, to work out in that way. So I got a personal trainer immediately. That was like my first time working out, and I had to do that because I didn't have a clue of what I was doing, and it was hard, but it was my friend, so I enjoyed going to her. We talked, and she pushed me hard, but I still enjoyed it. And I love that tight feeling after a workout. Now, I can't stand working out. I complained the whole way through. But that tight feeling in your stomach or your thighs or whatever have you, I love it, because it just lets me know I've put in work and I'm going to get some results. So, yeah, that was how it was. I mean, it was definitely difficult. I felt like I was going to pass out at times, but it was so worth it, you know, and not even just the weight loss that came from it, because I had pretty much lost my weight. It was just that sense of accomplishment, like how athletes feel when they don't give up and they, you know, push through. I finally got that feeling of just accomplishment, and I was really proud of myself. So that's how it was. I did feel defeated at times, because I felt like I'm not a person who gives up. So mentally I wanted to keep going, but my body just couldn't do some of the things. Like, I could push myself only but so hard, and I would just get very frustrated with it. So yes, I definitely felt defeated. But your trainer, once they get to know your body, they'll know when you really can't. So they, you know, they'll modify things for you. But it is difficult. It's difficult if you've never worked out, and especially if you're heavier trying to work out. It's not easy at all. But start where you can, and I promise you, you will progress, and you will finish much further than where you started. Also, she said, the olive shirt you wore in an Instagram post and a YouTube video, where was that from, and the deets on the lip combo for that day? I believe you're talking about in my weight loss video and the Blueprint Experience first, I think the 2-week update, and that was actually an olive dress, and I got that from H&M. The lips that I wore that day was Pitch lip liner from ColourPop, and I had on the Kylie Cosmetics ginger lip kit, the liquid lipstick, and I believe I had on one of her lip glosses too. I don't know the name. One of one of those nudes over top of it. All right, so that pretty much concludes the video. We answered about 21 questions. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you were able to learn a little bit more about me. I really enjoy answering the questions, and I thank you guys so much for sending them in to me. Of course, if you have any more questions for me, leave those in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer those. And I also owe you guys a couple videos from the weight loss video. We'll be following up on some of those things, so don't worry. Those are coming, but I do kind of want to break up the monotony on the channel. I don't want to always just sit in front of a camera and film me talking about my personal life. So we will have some beauty videos coming and fashion videos, so don't worry about it. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for just enjoying the new direction of the channel. I'm really enjoying you know, recording for you guys, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. If you just stumbled upon this video, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also click that little bell right beside the subscribe button, just so you'll be notified every time I upload here on this channel. So thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you again on my next video. Bye.